the sweet one bliss. Someone flicks me a back body. Say, oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Green Diamond Boxing, powered by iBoxingHub. My name's Aiysha, and as always, before we get started, a quick shout out to our sponsors, D-Rock. Please check out their clothes on their website, add promo code iBoxingHub24 for 40% discount on all their clothing. So today I'm continuing the Getting to Know the iBoxingHub family series, and today I've got my iBoxingHub brother, Chris Biyenge. Hi Chris, how are you?
Hello. Good, not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. And thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us. So I wanted to start off with just a bit of background of yourself. So if you could just let everyone know where you were born, brought up, and a tiny bit about your childhood, that would be great.
Yeah, so I was born in East London. Funny enough, the same hospital as my co-host, my cousin Trey.
Oh, nice.
I was born in 1989.
He was ready with that one.
We're a year apart. Parents both from Congo, so Congolese. We speak French, Lingala. So I speak Lingala and English. A bit of French, comme ci, comme ça, but yeah. My background, grow up, I used to play football. Big fan of wrestling, huge fan of wrestling, and fan of boxing as well. Yep, The Rock, he was the guy. He was my hero.
Yeah.
Back in the late 90s. The People's Champ. Electrifying. So I used to go by the name Electrifying. So yeah, for those who know, yeah. But I currently go by the name of a BBC, Big Black Chris. But yeah.
So would that have been your wrestling name if you were to be a wrestler? Is that what?
100%. 100%. Yeah.
But why would you want to have the same acronym as British Broadcasting Corporation? Like, why would you want BBC? Seriously, from like everything that you can have.
Well,
it's not really as well, right? BBC.
When you deep it, I'm big, I'm black, and my name's Chris.
Yeah.
BBC.
I mean, you didn't want anything a bit more kind of adventurous than that, or no?
Nah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
So for those who know me, I was the Black Santa Claus in my school play because my full name's actually Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow, okay. Something that we didn't know. So something about your childhood, like a memory that was either really funny or time when you got into trouble, or is there anything that you can think of that kind of sticks out for you?
I got permanently excluded at age of 8 years old.
Oh no. Okay, you're gonna tell us what happened.
I was noisy. Do you know? I was just influenced by wrestling. So I used to play a lot of wrestling in school. How it is. Just a bit too excited, etc. Giving the people the clothesline. So no, I was just a fiery kid. I was, misjudged, but happy-go-lucky at the same time. It is what it is. Yeah, and also I was, like I said, I was the Santa Claus in our school play. It confused parents, but hey, there's a reason to it. Like I said, my full name's Christmas, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But, school wasn't bad. Primary school was good. After when I got kicked out, I went to centre. Then I got back into primary school. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
then,
it was so other than like doing wrestling moves on the other school kids, did you quite enjoy school? Were you a good student? Like, didn't really get in trouble much and stuff, or?
Yeah, I was a good student, but I got in a lot of trouble.
Oh, really?
Do you know, it's just I used to get distracted a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I still do now, but yeah, I used to get distracted a lot. So whereas you're in the classroom, you're supposed to be studying and listening, but I just get sidetracked.
Yeah. Chris just loves to have fun. Yeah. And we all. All right, so moving on then. So wrestling was your first love, and you did play a bit of football. When did you get into boxing then? Do you remember when that was?
1996, when
Wow.
Mike Tyson beat Frank Bruno. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Literally, that day, I fell in love with boxing. That day, literally, that was the birth of me loving boxing, because just to think it's a brutal sport and they're getting paid and they're fighting each other. From that day, that was it. I turned into a young man. You know, I was just yeah. I fell in love. From there, I've been a fan of the sport. But Mike Tyson, he's like, yeah, he's like, I wouldn't say my idol, no, but I'll say like he is the man. Back in the 90s, Mike Tyson was, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's amazing that you can actually recall the exact time that you fell in love with boxing. So what is it about boxing that you like? Obviously, you said that it's them fighting, getting paid for it, but is there something else that?
Yeah, for me, with boxing, I respect the training, the
Okay.
discipline. Like with me, I train myself. I tend to do a lot of 5K run, etc. I find it therapeutic. I just love, when I'm stressed out, etc. I love to train just to beat my body down. It calms me down. And the simple fact with boxers, they go through a diet, etc. Maintain their fitness level, etc. I just love all that. I'm a practical person, so I used to love and enjoy PE. I used to like doing the likes of interform football. I used to be good at high jump, long jump. Yeah. I used to do all that. Yeah, that was before I put on the big weight. Yeah. So I used to be an athletic person. I used to play football. I used to be a defender. So, so I've always been an active person. But with training, like if I could turn back the time, I would have loved to be a professional boxer or a professional wrestler.
Oh wow! Do you box now? Do you do any boxing?
No, not really. No, I just tend to do shadow boxing, but I will hopefully 2025 go into boxing, just training, not necessarily compete. Unless Jake Paul wants to call me out and is offering to pay me serious money, then why not? You know what I mean? But other than that, now.
Paloma's music saying, I think Chris should fight Tommy Fury. You would win. Chris, you would win.
Light work, yeah, light work.
You've said previously that you wanted to do a training camp as well. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. Because the simple fact that look, they train for what? Is it 3 months, right? And a strict diet, no junk, no nonsense. Because the thing is, the way I see it, as fans, we're too fast to judge boxers, after their performance in the ring. But knowing that they've been through so much, like mentally and physically, that's something I would want to definitely do. Like I'm open to train with any professional boxer, participate in their training camp 100%. 100%. That's something I want to do. I want to experience pain.
A lot, though. That's like really putting yourself through quite a lot. I mean, it's not easy, and kind of just watching them doing it, I feel tired like just watching them. But who would you train with then? If you were going to train with one professional fighter, who would you pick to train with?
Good question. Do you know what? I would probably, funny enough, I'd probably like to train with Tyson Fury. Reasons why I say this, his camp seems kind of fun. Tyson Fury.
What about Derek Chisora? He's got his last dance coming up.
I don't know. Yeah, no. Tyson Fury. Maybe even AJ, Daniel Dubois. I just think Tyson Fury, AJ, and Triple D really heavyweights.
Wow. Yeah, that would definitely be testing you for sure. So you've mentioned that Anthony Joshua is an inspiration for you. Obviously, when we did our recording for Black History Month, and one of the questions was who inspires you, and you spoke about Anthony Joshua. Can you just talk a bit about what about him and his story really inspires you, and how you've used that in your own life?
Yeah, do you know what? He's come from a similar background as myself and others, and he's changed his life. And the simple fact that he's a former heavyweight champion, he's well known, but he's just humble about it, because there's certain people, they tend to lose themselves once they've achieved a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
And I feel that I can relate. Like, if I was in his shoes, I would probably be like him, well, not necessarily like him, but, you know, just know how to conduct yourself around people and giving back to the community. And
yeah, no, absolutely. How did you feel after his last fight then, being such a big fan and
you
being
know what?
inspired so much?
Me being 100% honest, I was gutted. I was, it was shocking, if I'm honest with you. It was just, it was terrible. It was poo. Yeah, it was bad. It was really, really bad, because, you know, from you expect better from you know, a former two times world heavyweight champion. If it was one of them ones, if it was a close fight, I'd be like, you know, I respect it. The better man won, but it just seemed like he just wasn't there at all. And I don't want to use an excuse at all, but I know for a fact everybody knows he can do better. You know, if they fight again in the rematch, I believe he will do better. You know, just with the experience, the Olympic pedigree. But it's just, it wasn't his night. But yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. It was worse than the Andy Ruiz.
Oh, really? Okay, the worst than the first Andy Ruiz fight.
Sometimes I feel that with heavyweight champions, or AJ, I don't know. It just seems like he overlooks his opponent. He thinks, this is light work. And I think that's a wrong mentality to have. But it was Triple D's night. Triple D, and not even that, Triple D, I thought that he got disrespected a lot. Remember, he was the current, well, he's the champion. But, you know, being the current champion, why are you coming out first? Do you know what I mean? You know, and it's now, look, I rate him. He's doing his things 27. You know, he's being the man. But let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's have it again. And if Triple D was to win again, then hey, fair dues. But that performance, I'm not a professional boxer, but I guarantee you, if I was in the ring with AJ that day, I would have slapped him up too. But I would have won that fight. But yeah, here's what it is, man.
No, absolutely. So Paloma's Music saying AJ always a champion still. I totally agree. Abbas is saying good evening, people. And iBoxingHub is replying back to Paloma's Music. So I totally agree with you, what you're saying, that obviously Triple D was the champion at the time, and, you know, he should have come out last rather than AJ. But nobody knew Triple D. Nobody really knows him. Even when we went to Leicester Square, so I was there when they did the, you know, introducing the fighters on that night. And you saw Triple D walk down the, red carpet, but it was purple. I don't know why they did that. But anyway, people weren't calling his name. They weren't asking him for like selfies and, you know, calling him to come and say hi. He literally just walked down. Whereas AJ, he couldn't get anywhere. Obviously, everyone knows him. And we both know that if Triple D was fighting anyone other than Anthony Joshua on that night, there is no way they would have filled up Wembley the way that they did.
Of course. I mean,
you know like, as soon as you come out of the station, all you saw, all the banners were Anthony Joshua. There was zero of Daniel. Zero. Yeah. I could have put a few up.
Do you know, look, it was just bad. I'm sorry, but it was, let's be real. You was there live in the flesh. Honestly, was that a good performance from AJ? Did he even try?
No, that was not a good performance from AJ. That is not the way that he performs. And there was obviously something wrong. He wasn't at his best there. 100%, of course. We know that. You know, his hands were down, his chin was up. Like, it just wasn't him. And it's like, I felt like he just didn't have that sort of focus that I've seen him have previously. Do you know what I mean? I've seen him on these other fights in Saudi. I've seen him like that kind of raise the focus that he's had previously. And I just did not see that on that last fight. And I don't know why. You know, even after the press conference and Radio Rahim was speaking to him, he was like, you know, what went wrong and stuff. And AJ was like, just never overlook your opponent. But he did say that previously. He said never overlook your opponent previously. So what happened? Like, why? Do you see what I mean? Did you overlook Daniel then? Is that what you're saying, that you overlooked him?
I think he did. Not even that. It's weird because when they were talking about AJ rebuilding, all right, he fought Franklin, Otto Wallin, and who? Ngannou. Triple D obviously lost to Usyk. Then he fought Baby Miller. Then he fought Herkovich. Do you know what I mean? So when you look at the resume comparing, it's like Triple D has fought tougher opponents than AJ, whereas AJ's fought easier opponents. But it was terrible, man. It was, look, let's just run it back. Let's just run it back.
I mean, you say easy opponents, but Otto Wallin, what he did to Tyson Fury, would you say that he was an easy opponent? Look at how he mashed up Tyson Fury.
This was way before COVID. This was 2019. Do you know what I mean?
Whatever it was, like he did you see how he acted? Like,
yeah, you caught him.
You had, easy. And Ngannou, what did he do to Tyson as well? I mean,
yeah, but
anyways, as Ra said, this show's about Chris, not AJ. So.
But no, look, it was just, I don't know. Like I said, let's run it back. Eddie Hearn said that AJ's next fight will be in summer, and it will most likely be Triple D. God willing that Triple D's still the champion. He gets through Joseph Parker. But I mean, I don't know. Is the hunger still there? I don't know. That's a question that he has to ask, because the performance, the body language, it was saying something completely different. So I don't know.
Okay, who would you like to see him fight next?
Personally, I'll say Wilder, because they're both coming from loss. Okay. So I think they should, I think that'd be interesting.
So before a rematch, you want to see an AJ Wilder fight?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So who is your greatest of all time, and what criteria are you using to define who your GOAT is?
My greatest of all time, I'm gonna have to say I am Mike Tyson. He's just aggressive. He's powerful. I'm gonna have to also add Floyd Mayweather. Okay. He's a smart defensive boxer. I'm gonna also have to add Canelo. He's just like a sharpshooter. Who else?
Greatest is supposed to be one person, yeah.
I know, but I am Mike. He's number one. And then I've got number 2, number 3. That's it. Yeah.
I think a lot of people would have something to say about your number 1. I mean, what did I watch? I watched Trill talking about people who have Tyson as their greatest of all time, haven't really looked into him and the fighters before and all of that. Like, what do you think about that?
Do you know what did say? What did Trill say about Mike Tyson?
I've heard it from him. I've heard it from other people as well, saying that, if people say Mike Tyson is their greatest of all time, they haven't really looked into like the opponents that he fought. So that's basically saying that he probably didn't have the greatest caliber.
The thing is, if we're being 100% real, I think the opponents that he fought, they were good opponents. I mean, when he fought the likes of Holyfield and Lennox Lewis, that wasn't the Mike Tyson that we knew of, in the 90s. If they had fought, this I'm talking about before, he lost his coach, before he went in jail, etc. I guarantee you, Mike Tyson would have beaten all of them, 100%.
Wow. Okay, brilliant. So obviously I had an interview with Trey, your cousin. We spoke about your podcast that you guys did, the Touch Gloves podcast. You also did Biyenge boxing reviews, which is hilarious. And I think if people haven't seen it, they should really go and watch go scroll back on your Instagram and look at some of your boxing reviews. Because, I didn't even listen to what you were saying. It was just like, you just recording yourself doing that was just something else, a bit questionable as well.
No, I was just, like I said, I'm a fan of boxing, and I used to like giving reviews after a fight, just give the fans, my feedback on what I thought of the fight, and with a bit of entertainment. Because for those who know me, I take life serious, but at the same time, I don't take life serious. I'm a clown, I'm a clown. But it is what it is. This is
They are really good, though. They are good. People should go back and watch them for sure. So the other thing you do on social media is sketches with your wife, and you bring your daughter into it sometimes.
Yes.
to me about how you got into that. Did Tilly ask you to be part of it? Was it your idea, her idea?
You know what? It all started from, so me and Tilly, we used to go boxercise. My cousin used to run boxercise in Streatham Common. So we used to take boxercise lessons. And we enjoyed it. And we thought, you know what, yeah, let's do it ourselves. Let's just record ourselves. Yeah. For those who don't know, that's my cousin. Yeah. Yeah, so we used to do a lot of boxercise. So we thought, you know, let's just go in the park and just train ourselves. And then from there, we just made a sketch out of it. And, you know, obviously people enjoyed it, you know, couples training. Because you don't really get a lot of couples training together. Do you know what I mean? You know,
yeah.
So, you know, so if anything, it was more of us encouraging couples, like, it's okay to train with each other. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and then from there, we just began doing sketches upon sketches, and now it's just like, we just love it, you know. We do real work. Look, we're clowns. Look, for those who don't know, like my wife, her brother's is a well-known comedian as well. So you know, and I love comedy. So yeah.
Richard
oh wow.
Trey came ready today, man.
Ready. Oh. Yeah.
Well done, Trey. Yeah, Rich, I did not know when we first started iBoxingHub that Richard Blackwood was your brother-in-law. Man, I used to watch Singled Out all the time when I was younger, and used to absolutely love Richard Blackwood. So yeah, really, really cool that you're related to him. It's amazing.
Nah, do you know I'm laughing? Singled Out, because I remember watching it as well when I was little. I just remember that black man saying, "You gotta go.
You gotta go." I actually remember it being a bit mean to the person. I was like, "Oh my god, this was so bad. All these people saying you gotta go."
Trust me.
Oh man. So Bas is saying, I have a big question for Chris. What happened to Vincent on EastEnders? Can he ever come back?
There's a possibility. There's a possibility. Anything's possible. Because technically, when you think about it, we didn't see his body. He could still be alive.
Wow, I haven't watched EastEnders so long. Richard's in EastEnders now, isn't he?
No.
Is he not?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought he was in EastEnders.
No, left long time.
Okay, so who's Vincent?
that was his character.
That's what I mean.
That was his character. Obviously, left town.
He was in EastEnders. That's what I said.
Oh, sorry. No, he was in EastEnders. Yes. He's not in EastEnders now, but he was in EastEnders.
Yeah, he was in EastEnders. Yeah, but he got killed off. But this is what Abbas is asking, whether he can still be ever come back. So, you guys, your sketches have been doing amazingly well. We've got loads of followers. Tilly's got 8,000 more followers than you on Instagram, though. So what's going on there?
Instagram sexist. I'm sorry. No, do you know what it is? It's mainly more because with me, it's more of my Instagram. It's just sport orientated. Do you know what I mean? Whereas with my wife, it's more family orientated. So obviously, I just participate and help her out. I mean, let's be fair. If it weren't for me being there, then you know the reals. But hey, it is what it is.
Paloma's Music is saying, sorry to spill secrets. Chris was filming in the gym for a long time, always sharing in the fishy office near Old Kent Road.
Oh wow. How does Paloma know that? Wow. So I used to work for so my background is account management. So I was in the CV industry for like 8 years. I used to work for a company based in Old Kent Road. I'm surprised Paloma knows that. Wow. Oh, wow. That's weird. Yeah. I'm not going to say the name, but yeah, that's weird. That's very weird. Wow.
Wow. That's Paloma's Music, man. You're going to have to tell us later on how you know
research with me. Wow.
Yeah, things on the internet, man. Can you tell me a bit about how you met Tilly then? Because you guys met when you were teenagers you met?
Yeah.
Yes. Talk to me about how you met.
Yeah, sure. We met each other in college. College. So we went to the same college. Yeah, so we've been together. Oh, good question.
Don't get this wrong.
16 years been together for 16 years, married for 6 years.
Wow. Yeah. And is it true what they say about a successful marriage is the guy just knowing 2 words, yes, dear? Is that right?
You lied. No, do you know, a successful marriage, I would say it's, it's communication and friendship as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, about to say, give Ross some tips in the
No,
chat.
it's 100% definitely communication, you know, and being each other's friends. That's
Yeah.
marriage. Yeah.
Successful marriage. Amazing.
Happy wife, happy life. There you go.
Lucy, happy wife, happy life. Absolutely. Yeah. So Chris, talk to me about what's been your highlight of 2024.
Oh, highlight of 2024, I would say was I lost weight.
Okay.
Yeah, I was currently so it was end of 2023. I received a text message from the doctors. They said that they believe that I have what's that thing? Chronic what's it called? Kidney disease. Kidney disease.
Oh, chronic
I
kidney
was
disease.
baffled. Yeah. So when I received that text message, so I just before I received the text message, I'd ordered KFC. So I was waiting for my KFC to come. So I received that message. I was like, what? So then I rang them and they said, oh, it was a mistake. They said, basically somebody who's 18 stone, they fall into that category. But I said, that message didn't say that. Do you know what I mean? And from there, that's why I've just, you know, I've taken my fitness level, I've taken my fitness serious. So from 18 stones, I dropped to 15 stones, which is big. But now, you know, I'm between 16 and 16 and a half. So I'm still losing the weight, you know. That's why you know, I say training for me is therapeutic. You know, some people sometimes they're stressed out, etc. They can go to booze or eating food or whatever. But for me, it's training, and yeah.
Is that how you did it? Was it just like regular training? Is there anything else that you've done to lose the weight?
Yeah, just regular training, just keep myself busy, you know, watch what I eat, etc. I don't drink alcohol, so you know, yeah, for those who don't know, I'm a Christian as well, so and a family man, so yeah.
So is the not drinking, is that part of your faith, or is it
part of my I wouldn't say my faith, no, it's part of just me, etc. You know, my what's that word? Almost words now. For with me, I don't want to go into deep, but a few of my family members, well, for those who know that my dad passed away, and I'm gonna speak about this openly. He was an alcoholic. So for me, that's one of the reasons why I just chose not to drink, just to stop drinking. Like I will drink like the non-seco, like non-alcohol, etc. But drinking for me, yeah, used to drinking that in uni, not a heavy drink or nothing, but now it's just like, yeah, I'm just, you know.
But you know what, yeah. So one of my friends bought me a non-alcoholic drink because she's like, oh, you know, we're gonna have like, I don't know, champagne or whatever they were gonna have, and she bought me like a little bottle. It stunk. It was disgusting. And I'm like, is that what real alcohol is like, or is it just a non-alcoholic one that smells like that? It was really bad. Non-alcoholic drinks, are they anything like the actual thing?
For me, non-alcoholic drink, for me, it's just it's like a fizzy drink. I don't know, like a weird fizzy drink, you know. But for me, my go-to drink is water or sparkling water with lime. You know?
Yeah. No, absolutely. And we've got some people in the chat just saying rest in peace to Uncle. So yeah, thank you guys for your messages. And that must have been a very difficult time for you, Chris. And our prayers all with you. Any advice for someone going through a difficult time and how they can maybe overcome that?
Do you know what? I'll say be open, be true to yourself, and speak to your friends, your close friends. Like for example, with me, I chat to my cousin pretty much all the time. Like I have a WhatsApp my cousin Trey. So, you know, we from the get-go, from when we were little, like I said, born in the same hospital, we used to play wrestling with each other. He used to always steal my wrestling toys. Always used to spend 6 weeks holidays at mine. Yeah, it's just I think it's important. I think especially for men, you know, we go for a lot, and we all will keep it in here. Sometimes it's good just to talk, man. You know, I mean, I even went through I had 6 months worth of therapy back in 2023. Yeah, you know, so it's good to talk, man. It's good to talk, and yeah.
There's a lot of guys that say, I don't need a shrink. I'm not crazy. Why should I go and talk to somebody? What would you say to that?
exactly. Just they said they're not crazy. Not to say they're crazy, no, but it's a thing where, as you can think of it, as men, we the way we've been brought up, especially African men, we've been brought up tough. Do you know what I mean? Tough. You got to be tough. You got to. But it's good. It's like, look, when my dad passed away, that was the first time my wife seen me cry. She's never seen me cry for all these years. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You know, and for her, it was just shocking to be like, wow, you cry. But no, but you know, it's just it's good to talk, man. It's good to talk, and it's good to surround yourself with good people. You know, I'm all about positivity. I mean, like if you see my post on Instagram, it's either about boxing, all about, you know, just positive things. It's never, I don't, with all this nonsense that goes on, I'm not involved, man. You know, I don't really care. Not that I don't care, but it's just like there's too much rubbish. You know, I tend to focus on the positive things.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And definitely is good to talk. I just think that there's a lot of guys that they hold everything in. What would you say women can do to support their husbands or their brothers or their fathers or the men in their life? What would be useful for us women to know about?
Do you know what? Just listen.
Mm-hmm.
Just listen. Like just literally just listen. You know, sometimes it could be tough, but I think with like I said, with men, like they like to play that role model where, you know, they're tough and that. But I think with a woman, it's the right woman around you, she's there to support you. Do you know what I mean? And exactly, communication is key, because without communication, boy, things are just going left and right. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just good to have the right people, just the right people. Once you have the right people, the right foundation, you can never go wrong. I mean, like, look at our group chat. You know, everyone's cool. Do you know what I mean? We're just cool. We banter all the time. Do you know what I mean? It's just good energy. Good energy.
Absolutely. And how did your faith help you through like difficult times in your life? You said you're Christian.
Yeah, do you know what? Listening to a lot of gospel music. You know, just listening to a lot of gospel music that got me through. That got me through. So yeah.
How important do you think faith is, like, for you? But do you think that other people should maybe look into it if it's something that's not part of their life right now?
I think it's very important. For me anyway, I think it's very, very important. You know, like before I go to bed, I pray. I wake up in the morning, I pray. You know, I just think for me, I think it's very important, because without faith, what's the point? That's how I see it anyway. Do you know what I mean? But each of their own, innit?
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, like, faith gives me a lot of answers. So like people will be like, oh, why are we here in this world? You know, what's our purpose? All of that stuff. I feel like my faith gives me the answers to all of that. So I'm not confused about it. When there's difficult times, I can get through it because I understand why I'm here and what my purpose is. And unless you know that, how do you get through? Like, I don't know how I would get through difficult times without that information from my faith. So I'm kind of confused about how people who don't have a faith get through life.
That's a question you have to ask them. I mean, like, you know, obviously I'm not here to, I don't judge people, but for me, like you said, you know, going through what happened last year, just studying the word, you know, reading scriptures, and just listening to gospel music, it uplifts me. See, sometimes when you're down, I don't know, everyone goes through a stage when life, when they're down, they have something or somebody will just uplift them, and for me, that's what does, just uplifts me. And
yeah, I love that. That's really, really nice. Right, just a couple of last questions before we close off. So firstly, if one of your kids came to you and said, Dad, I want to be a boxer, how would you react to that? Would you be supportive?
Let's go. Let's make money. I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, it's a weird one, because I don't know. Nah, maybe not. No. I would tell him, like, look, end of the day, boxing is a brutal sport, man. Like, for me to watch my child getting punched left, right, center, ouch. Do you know what I mean? So if anything, I'll tell him to, I don't know, become a presenter or something. Be your part of something, but don't go in the ring. No way. If anything, yeah, do wrestling. It's fake.
Okay. Yeah. Well, at least you admitted that now. Thank God. Look, Abbas, there you go. Wrestling is fake. All right. Last question. One fight that you definitely want to see happen in 2025.
Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua.
Yes. That would be a good one. All right. Who do you have for the win?
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Abbas, wrestling is fake, man. Everything's scripted. I mean, don't get me wrong. The moves, don't try at home. But hey, yeah, it's fake.
Yeah. Chris, thank you so much for your time. It's been amazing to chat to you, find out more about you. Please, can you let everyone know how they can follow you on social media?
Yes, Biyenge, B for Bravo, I for India, Y for Yankee, E for Echo, N for November, G for Golf, E for Echo on Instagram.
Just Instagram, yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone who's joined. Thank you, Andrew, AJ 3 times world champion, God willing, inshallah. I really, really hope that does happen. And thanks everyone who's commented and who's been watching. We've got 55 people watching here today, which is amazing. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time.
It's another band. All the bars and cars now, with your bag it up. Light up my scars with a sweet one bliss. Someone flicks me a bag it up.